Ashley Metzger is with the Desert Water Agency. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
Well, you've got some good water news as far as our local water needs and our water supply to share with us today.
Yes, we're very excited this week to announce a really big milestone. 2017 is our peak year for water delivery ever.
Wow.
And that's really important. And not only that, but we still have 2 more months to go. So 2017 is going to end up being an absolutely stellar year.
Which is good news. And the neat thing about it is water delivery also includes the amount of water that we get. We get state water like other places in California. And some of that water, we bank it in the ground until we pump it up from the wells and use it.
Yes, so that's kind of all the part of the process and the way it works. We want to make sure that we have water in wet years and in dry years. So this year we're bringing in far more water than the residents and businesses can actually use, so it's there in a bank.
Yeah, and right now we're looking at an all-time record year, more water this year than any other year in our history locally.
Yes, so that's actually our hydro power plant that you see on the screen there. And the water goes through the plant and generates electricity and revenue for us. We sell that energy to Southern California Edison, which is great. And the water is directed then to different ponds where it percolates back into the basin.
It's a very rocky, sandy soil there, so the water just kind of like falls through it pretty quick.
Yeah.
It goes right straight down into the aquifer, and eventually we pump it back out of the ground.
Yes, and that water is actually going down at a rate of about 2 feet per day. So it's sinking in. It is sinking in really quickly.
And the Coachella Valley has these settling ponds, or what are they called?
We call them
ponds.
Either spreading ponds or replenishment basins. But yeah, we have them in several locations. The one you see on the screen now is in the Desert Hot Springs area.
Okay.
We call that the Mission Creek Spreading Basin. And it's important to have the different locations because sometimes they serve different basins within our aquifer. So there's also a basin at Whitewater is the largest by far, and that serves the Indio sub-basin, which is the largest groundwater basin that serves most of the Coachella Valley. And there's another recharge facility in La Quinta called the Thomas E. Levy Recharge Facility.
There's a lot of misperceptions. People think that we need rain. Oh, gosh, God, you know, it's raining. That's wonderful. But really, the water that we use doesn't come from our rainfall. It comes from this.
Well, the rain and the snow melt help, but they're a small piece of the pie. The water that we have been importing since the 70s, it's about 3.5 million acre feet. That has made such a big difference. And we have hydrographs you can look at that show you, when the deliveries come in and what that does to water levels in the area. And it's pretty impressive.
Good to know that we're taking care of our aquifer and making sure that we're putting stuff in the bank right now so that we can use it maybe next year or the following year if we have a dry year.
Yes, yes.
Good news there. Thanks, Ashley, for being here with us today. More news is on the way. You're watching the Desert's News Leader. Stay tuned.